We're here at Corteva Agriscience in Johnston, Iowa. This will be part of the NACAA Central Iowa Agronomy Tour in 2023 in Des Moines, Iowa. Corteva is a relatively new brand, but has a rich history, owning both Pioneer brand seeds and Brevant brand seeds. The whole gamut of solutions, from seeds to crop protection to digital solutions such as satellite imagery or apps for you to test and see how your crops are doing. What do they grow here? What do they take care of? Corn, soybeans, cotton, sorghum, pretty much everything you can think of. And when I said rich history, Corteva has been here in some form since 1926. Where we're at is Henry Wallace's original land. Henry Wallace started Pioneer brand seeds. How big is Corteva? They're in 140 countries, employing 21,000 people with 150 research and development facilities. Here in Johnston, you're going to see research fields and automated greenhouses. I think you're really going to enjoy this stop on the Central Iowa Agronomy Tour in 2023. Right now, we're in Ledges State Park, which is just outside of Madrid, Iowa, in Boone County. Ledges State Park is one of the first state parks in the entire state of Iowa and is a must-see for anyone in Central Iowa. This is not exactly pristine farmland, which is probably why it's a state park. Right behind you is Canyon Drive, and we're going to go down Canyon Drive a little bit more later. But if you want to look up, you'll see the tree canopy. It's just beautiful. I'm going to shut up for a second and maybe you can hear a little bit of nature and hear the running water. Maybe. So when we get down further on Canyon Drive, I think you're going to like the visuals down there. So here's the highlight of Ledges State Park. We're at the tail end of Canyon Drive, and as you can see, the water's flowing right over the road. And so kids will be down there, and if you drive fast enough, they'll just get all sorts of splashed. The fun's not just for kids either. There are miles of hiking trails here at Ledges, and I hope when you're in Central Iowa, you can take a little bit of time to come here. So, we're here at Rod Pierce's farm in rural Boone County, Iowa. Rod and his son Brett farm over 2,900 acres. Most of it is corn and soybeans. Now, if you look around, this is probably what you think of when you think of Iowa. Corn and soybeans as far as the eye can see. However, Rod and his son Brett also use some conservation practices like cover crops. Sometimes they do no-till, and they plant hay in the lighter soil to retain water so that the nutrients stay where they're supposed to and don't leach into the groundwater. This field was planted in the middle of May, and so it looks kind of short because this is the middle of June. Last year, they had everything in by May 3rd, corn and soybeans. But Rod and his son used some pretty innovative practices, so this field is going to be just as tall as what it should be by the end of the growing season in the fall. I think this is going to be some interesting stuff for you all to see in August, when it's going to be like Field of Dreams. So I had to be a little bit careful where I stepped here. I didn't want to step on any soybeans, and actually I did step on one, unfortunately. So we are in one of the Pierce Farm soybean fields, and this field was actually planted before the cornfield. That was pretty rare around here. In Boone County, a lot of the families were putting in corn before the soybeans, but the Pierces felt that soybeans were a lot more cold tolerant, and so therefore they put them in April, a whole month before the cornfield that we were just in. That one was May 12th. This is April 12th. They were telling me that when the planter was going through, you could see snow on either side. And as you can see, the beans look perfectly fine. We're here at the ISU Kent feed mill operation. It's part of the Central Iowa Agronomy Tour. And as you can see, it's still under construction. But there's going to be 5 grain elevators over there. And then the central part right here is going to be the feed mill operation. And then behind me right back there, that's where all the learning is going to take place.